And we're finally here. Right, I just remembered. But what my plan was for this episode, or at least the beginning of this episode, was to fix the mob farm. But before I do that, I should probably head back to base and clear out my inventory. You know, I never made a 100 subscriber special. Um, Personally, I've never been a fan of subscriber specials. Like, the reason people watch, well, so I'm thinking from my perspective as a viewer, right? The reason I watch YouTube channels is not for the specials. I watch it for the regular content. That's the entire reason that I'm there, right? So the special is not the reason why I'm there. I would rather just see another regular video than a special. But as a YouTuber, I feel like I really should say something because I, I am thankful. I mean, I'm glad that people are watching. I'm glad that people have subscribed. So thanks to all 171 subscribers, and thanks to everybody who watches the videos. Oh, right. Almost every single pickaxe I own is completely out of durability. I guess I'll make a new pickaxe right about now. Oh, I just so happen to have 3 iron. Right, so something that I wanted to do today was I wanted to update the farm so that I could have a 3 block wide water elevator to the top and then a kill chamber that's a little bit wider as well so that the mobs will actually be able to flow through fully. Because remember at the end of the last episode, the mob farm was actually working a little bit too well and there were simply too many zombies to fit. Just one llama? There were simply too many mobs to fit through the 1 block wide chamber, so I'm going to have to widen that out in order to make sure that I don't waste zombies. Oh, somebody got turtles. Very nice. I'm totally going to get turtle shummet off that, because I love turtle shummets. Oh, well there's... So one llama's on one side of base, the other llama's on the other side of base, and the wandering trader is nowhere to be seen. We've gotten started on a... Whoa, this is quite a cave right here. Looks like somebody started on a border wall out on the edge here. This is decent enough. I'm kind of glad actually that we've got a solid wall up because I'm guessing that's going to be a lot easier for us to leave things up overnight. I mean, like in game overnight. So if we let this area get dark, then it won't be so mob heavy. I'll see you guys back at the mob spawner. You can't actually fall down this elevator faster by sprint swimming downwards. You kind of have to like align yourself along the back one corner and then sprint swim towards the other corner. But it is doable. So I'm gonna quickly take a look at how many mobs spawn and see if we end up having a block up like we did last time. So yeah, I'll see you guys once that's done, or at least once I've seen that. I'm looking at it, and I think that what could be good would be, oh, I completely forgot to bring blocks with me. I'll go upstairs. But I think that what I need is a slab, because it's looking like the reason why they're not fitting through is actually not because of horizontal width, but because of vertical height. And of course, if that was the problem, that would also be considerably more convenient for me because adding one slab is a lot easier than making the entire tunnel thing double wide or triple wide. So like you align yourself along this and then you sprint swim towards the opposite corner, and then you can get enough like distance to actually start sprint swimming. Oh, a glow squid. That's actually kind of bad. I hope glow squids won't mess up the farm. Well, I'll have to see about that. So, I remember that this area was the way down to the part where the mobs like walk through. I'm wondering about maybe if I should just leave this entire area open because it seems like I have to come down here to do maintenance so often. But then again, it should be done soon enough anyway, right? Does this lead through? No, it doesn't. I'm sure that this next block does though. Yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna try putting a slab here and see if that helps with all the mobs. Well, you can see here that there's so many mobs and they're all stuck, right? I feel like the only good solution to that is a wider tunnel. How quickly just stab these out. Oh, we got drowned. How did we get it drowned? There's no good way for them to drown here because like all the water parts here are not high enough for zombies to drown in. So I guess they're drowning up top somehow? And no zombies are going up. So, one thing that I'm trying to think about why zombies wouldn't be going up to the top here, because there's an abundance of zombies at the bottom tunnel here, but they just don't seem to want to go all the way in. I wonder if perhaps if I just dig myself to the other side of the water tunnel, maybe that would, well, no, that wouldn't be good, because then they could just walk at me. I was wondering if I could, like, dig a 1 block gap so I can see into the water tunnel on the other side and try and get the zombies to come after me that way. So... through that block is water. So this block should probably be the back of the water tunnel itself. So I'm going to dig around a little bit and see you guys in a sec. So I believe on the other side of this block should be water, yeah. And then I should probably actually head one block further down, like this. So now the zombies can see me, they're going through a lot better. I'm actually gonna, oh, I have an idea. So what I'll do is I'll block this off, make this open, and then when I open this now, the water will flow to the side, and when I break this, the water won't reflow. So, like, why are they getting stuck in this entryway here? I'm gonna try and take a look and, well, yeah, I'll just see you guys once I figured this out. Actually, it looks like we've hit the mob cap for the server, so I'll have to quickly clear this out before I can get more mobs going through. That's some crazy levels. So, turn on the hitboxes right about now, because I'm going to want to be able to see clearly through the water anyway. Yeah, you see the two of them right there? That is a problem that would be best solved by having a multi-block wide, like, water elevator, right? Let me think about it. Because, I'm thinking that perhaps if instead of having this little opening part here be 3 blocks wide, if it's just 1 block wide, perhaps the water would push the zombies, well, the water already does push the zombies to the middle. I think I heard one die. I wonder if it was enemy cramming that caused it. But, how can I make it so that they'll actually go in? I'm thinking of, like, actually putting pistons on a clock here to try and push them through. That might be better, actually. I do have enough slime and redstone materials, so I'll probably head back to base and grab some pistons to try and make a little clock around that. I got a fun little reminder for you guys. Consider your wrist posture. Apparently, in order proper wrist posture for working at a desk is to make it so that your wrists are actually almost completely flat with your arms, and your elbows end a little bit above where your wrists are. So, like, you want to have your forearm going along the desk, and then your elbows and just a little bit higher than your forearm. So it's kind of angled slightly downwards. And apparently that is actually perfect wrist posture. And the reason I bring this up is because I've been having actually garbage wrist posture for a long time. I was having like the 90-degree angle wrists where my elbows are way under the table and my wrists are just kind of bent all the time, and it started getting a little bit uncomfortable. So I started taking a look into what good wrist posture looks like, and apparently it is exactly the opposite of what I was doing, where you're supposed to have your wrists as straight as possible. And now my wrists are actually extremely comfortable, which is pretty nice. So I'm gonna need the pistons 1 block in from here, so at Z53. So I believe actually right through here would be where I want to do it. I'll try breaking this block and see if this hurts. I think that actually, yes, I would want to have these blocks be the ones that are pushing in and out. I'll take a look from the outside part again. So, the wall goes one in through here, and then I can have these retracting and extending repeatedly. So, yeah, I'll see you guys once that redstone's done. This redstone is going to be pretty simple once again, since it's just two piston extenders right next to each other. This redstone, I have no confidence in it working forever, so I'm going to make this like a nice lit up and well infrastructured area so that I can head back here if it turns out that I need to. Yeah, so this block will stay, and then this block will be where the pistons go. Because I'm going to want these pistons to be able to retract and extend repeatedly to allow the mobs to get pushed into this specific area. I believe that one dust on top of a block should power both of these. I'll take a look in a second though. I can probably make the redstone clock out here. Should be pretty easy enough. Like a wooden button to power the clock with. And make probably just the simplest clock that exists in the game. It's just 2 dust, and then a repeater going in either direction. I'll max these out so that the clock is slow enough that the mobs can actually flow through. That should be that. Never mind. Apparently a wooden button lasts too long, which is unfortunate, so I'm going to have to come up with some other way of getting this clock started. I guess a lever could work. Just flick the lever on off real quick. There we go. So that's going now. Probably could have been a little bit longer, but you can see here that both of the pistons are moving, so I'll just hook this up to the other side now. cacophony of zombie noises here is starting to get a little annoying. Alright, that's that part done. I'm gonna try and put as many blocks as I can around these pistons to try and make sure that as little light as possible ends up in the zombie area. I'll have to take a look over here to see if any light's coming in. There is a bit of light coming in, but at the very least, there should be absolutely zero chance for zombies getting stuck. Yeah, okay, but everything is good now except for the fact that that causes a little bit of light. Let me quickly Google what the light requirements are for a mob spawner to work. Everything appears to be working fine. The interwebs tells me that I need a light level of 11 or lower in order to make everything work okay. And I'm guessing that that is 11 or lower. Oh, that's a lot of lines. Okay. But, it doesn't look that bright. It looks a little bright. Maybe what I should do is I should... There's no good way for me to do this, though. Because the blocks have to move, and while the blocks are moving, they're technically transparent, which allows dust to get through. So maybe I could try and come up with some way of doing this where the pistons are entirely covered and I power them through a block. I think that would probably be the best way of going about it then. Look at those subtitles, that's crazy. So I think that if I have like, if I have a repeater going into, oh boy, water redstone, huh? Oh, what? How are they getting underneath here? How is this happening? Let me quickly clear these out and see about fixing this. Oh! There's totally just a block missing in the floor of the spawner. That's probably what's causing all this problem. Alright, I'll quickly... What do I do? I guess I have to turn off the mob farm for a second, which is certainly going to be a task. So I'll see you guys once I've got that figured out. Actually, it shouldn't be too bad, because I've got a little cobbled platform here for me to dig in through. And then I can, just jump on in and torch everything up. Torch. And open the fence gate again. So yeah, this should be fully, or at least for the most part, cleaned off. Looks like I'm gonna have to put an extra bucket of water on that corner there. Or, I mean, I could try and do a, piston. I don't like that this is like this. I gotta, what can I do about this? Oh, I think I know what I can do. I could move the fence gate one block out here. So, I'll quickly put some extra blocks so that the water doesn't accidentally flow across. But I think that if I move this fence gate right here, one block farther out, it should allow the water to flow through here, and that will push mobs off. So there's no longer any flat spots anymore. And fence gate and place. Quickly get on top of these blocks. So I believe that with this, once again, there are no more flat spots. Yeah, this looks pretty good. So even if you manage to get into here somehow, the water will actually push you completely off. So, yeah. Yeah, what is... Oh! So what was happening here was, underneath the pistons, there was, some open area for the mobs to fall in, and they were falling in here while the pistons were pulled out. Which is why there's a bajillion zombies down here. I guess that's, a factor I forgot to account for. So I'll just quickly block this off. So, yeah, this is good enough. I don't know what I'm going to do about glow squids. I have no good way of stopping glow squids from spawning in here. Everything else here is fine, so I guess I'll take out the torches and head back. How am I going to get out? I'll just build a staircase and break it behind me, because while I'm breaking it behind me, the blocks will fall into the water, which will allow me to... the blocks will fall into the water, which will just send them into the collection chamber anyway. So, this is going to be a little tense, breaking all the torches and trying to get out before I get completely overrun. The reason I picked the corner to put the staircase in is because the zombies can't really swim very well in water. So even if I put the staircase, since I put the staircase in the corner, they won't be able to follow me there. And then torch, and lock it all back off. So I'll see you guys once I've got the redstone fixed up. So what I'm saying is, like, my plan is to have a repeater going into the block underneath this piston right here. So this piston right here, I'm going to have a repeater powering this block, which will power this piston. I can have a repeater powering this block. So I can have one repeater on the bottom here and one repeater going into this block. So I'll quickly dig out an extra area for that to work. I'm going to need, probably make myself 4 extra repeaters, one to double the length of this block, and then one to, wait, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 repeaters? I need 6 repeaters. Okay, yeah, I'll get everything ready and then I'll see you guys in a sec. I believe this is actually a good use case for a, what is it? I believe this is a good use case for a slab in redstone, because the dust can go through here because this is a slab, and it can also head up here because this is a slab, and I can just put a repeater on the edge of this block here. It looks like actually I don't need a repeater on this bottom side here, so that does save me some repeaters, because that means I won't need one on this side either. Very nice. I will need a repeater for this block. I guess I'll just check real quick. Does this... Oh wait, this is supposed to be a slab. Slab, block, dust, dust. This block up here so this looks a little nicer. Oh wow, actually I don't need any repeaters, so I'll just put the dust in here and that should be that done. So if I completely cover up this piston now, there should be absolutely no light in the piston area. So even though the pistons and the blocks will be becoming transparent, there should be no light opening up into the mob farm. Yep, everything's perfect now. So I believe the mob grinder is completed. I didn't even need those extra repeaters. So I'll see you guys back on the surface. Alright, well, we're back on the surface now. That was an entire episode and 30-minute tangent there to get the mob grinder working. Probably, what do I need right now? I need mending, so I can mend my pickaxes and I can get back to construction. Alright, so, I guess I'll check out NCS. I forgot his name. Let me look at the signboard to see his name. His name is NS. Oh, I might have been around here. But, I hope he didn't put that there and I just wasted like a silk touch pickaxe broken thing. But, NSA is his name. I'm gonna take a look at NSA's villager breeder to see if he has got a mending villager I can use. If it's like, I think if it's less than 10 emeralds, I'll consider it too good and just not use it. Oh, how'd you get out? I guess I'll just follow this one and see where it goes. No? Okay. Well, let's see what kind of stuff we've got here. Sticks for emeralds. Sticks for emeralds. Sticks for emeralds. And Fortune 3, really good. Efficiency 5, very nice. Mending and Breaking 3. Oh, and emeralds. Okay. So, 10 mending. I said if it was less than 10, I would consider it cheating. That's tough, man. I can't really... Am I really willing to go out and... I'm just gonna use it, honestly. I don't have to be that, like, I'm thinking of a word, but I can't say that word on camera. I shouldn't be that strict on myself, so I'll, sticks. Yes, I will sticks. Right, yeah, that's precisely 5 stacks of sticks, which should make some good emerald grinding. You know, actually, there's an interesting thing that I haven't seen a lot of people do. Instead of using sticks to trade for emeralds, you can actually use boats, and boats are a way better trade because when you're trading with boats, it's 1 boat per emerald instead of 32 sticks. That's really good deal. Like, of course, you can do the whole like corrupting the villager thing with zombies to get a better deal out of sticks, but if you're going with boats, all you have to do is just max out a fisherman, and then he'll trade you 1 boat for 1 emerald, which is a crazy good deal because it's only 1 1/4 it's only 1 1/4 logs instead of 4 logs, so it's I believe it's almost 3 times faster. Oh, there were signs over these. I totally could have just done that. Well, book. I need a book. I need should probably get mending on my sword too, so I'll head back to the surface and grab myself another 40 logs to get sticks with. To get emeralds with. By the way, I said most everything is communal. Please don't use my anvil, because anvils have limited uses, and I don't want to have to craft an extra one. That'd just be a mild nuisance if I had to. Did I see something up here? I swear I saw something in there. Alright, there's the second mending book done. I want mending on my sword, because I'm going to be using the XP grinder, and, oh right, I totally forgot to make the XP grinder 1 block taller, because right now it takes multiple hits to make the mobs die, so I'm probably going to have to head back there and actually fix that in a bit, but first I'll get my tools ready for mending, because while I'm working on I totally should have put mending on my tools before I fixed the mob grinder, because that would have made it so I would be getting zombies to work on I would get zombies to get XP with. Oh wait, actually, I probably shouldn't mend my sword yet, because I want an enchanting table with my sword first. Right. I've been just using everybody else's facility so far. I'm using NSA's villager breeder. I'm using Raheen's enchantment table. I'll quickly get solid enchants on my sword. I'm not really looking for sharp at all. I just want looting primarily. What is that? What is this? What? Apparently looting 3 is exactly 19 bookshelves as well, so this should still be exactly enough. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this should be exactly enough to get the perfect odds of looting. Yeah, so I don't have to really even move anything in Raheem's house, which is good. I would not want to be wasting any of Raheem's stuff. Sharp, and then I'll keep grindstoning until I hit looting 3. Oh, well, there it is, right there. Looting 3, since I've just... Oh, that is gross. Okay, that is trash, man. Honestly, I'm tempted to, grindstone that. I think I will. Yeah, I've got an abundance of levels right now, and the mob grinder's working really nicely, so I'm just gonna grindstone that, and I might actually change the books to try and get sharp 5 on top of looting. So I'll see you guys once that's done. The best number of books to get sharp 5 is 26, so this is 19, so I'm gonna place in 7 more. Raheem's got a silk touch axe, so I can put this back to 19 afterwards. So I placed in, well, this bottom row is 15. I just had that memorized, and this top row is 6, 6, 9. 15 plus 9 is 24, and I needed what? I needed 26. Wait, 15, 9, 24, 25, 26. So that should be the optimal number. I'll put the silk book and the silk axe and the things back. So yeah, I'll see you guys once I've found myself some good enchants. Sharp. Why is it giving me sharp 3? This should be the best odds of getting sharp 5. Crazy. Sharp 3 again? What? I'm checking the thing again. Sharp 5 is 26 books. This is 15 around the bottom edge and 4, 4, 3, 8, 11, 15, 11, 26. Yes, this is exactly enough books to get the maximum odds of sharpness 5. So I don't know what's going on here. I'll see you guys once I've gotten sharp 5 on my sword. Or if I run out of levels. Odds are very high that it'll be run out of levels first. I found a looting 3 in the enchant table, so I think that what I'll do is I'll head back down to the mob grinder, get myself a couple extra levels, and then head back with level 30 and probably a repaired pickaxe too. Very nice that we have Nether Wart. I don't know who went out and found it. If I had to guess, it would be Raheem, because Raheem said that he found another fortress. But yeah, I'll cut back in once I'm back at the enchant table with a repaired pickaxe. No, I'll cut back in the mob grinder so I can fix that tunnel part. Alright, so I gotta get all the way up to the top there and then make that one block. Well, let me check how many punches it takes to kill one of the zombies here. Those squids are definitely gonna make some nonsense happen with this farmer. I don't know. I'll Google how to stop those from spawning. Ah, interesting. Apparently, glow squids only spawn if there is stone within a 5-block radius. So if I was really like insane, what I could do is I could dig out the entire stone of like a ginormous border around here, and then just fill all of that in with cobble again. But I don't think I'm that crazy. How many punches is it? 3 punches is it? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are all 3 punches from death, so I'm guessing that 1 block should be enough to make them all 1 punch to death. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the top. Oh man, I'm getting graveled. Might actually die here. Oh my god. Yeah, that was very much close to my first death of the world. I decided that it wouldn't be worth me eating the gapple because if I do die, my items are right next to spawn, so it would be a horrible waste of an enchanted golden apple to use it like that. But yeah, I was kind of accepting my death in those moments there, but I am alive at least. And it looks like I don't have to dig through any more gravel either. I definitely should have been digging a 2-block wide staircase there. Well, I'll start. I suppose what I'll start with is actually I'm gonna do this because I don't want to get knocked by the zombies, but I also don't want to break any of these source blocks, right? I'll place one here, and then pick up one of the other water bucket with mine so I can make an infinite source block here. So I'll dig this. There's a torch under me now, so I shouldn't have to deal with. Okay, very good. No more gravel, and then I'll fill her up. So this needs to be 1 block taller. So I'll get right on that. Oh boy, I just realized actually if I so what's going to happen here is I'm going to break this block, and there's going to be like 30 zombies that are just going to shoot out right now. So I'm going to have to be very, how should I say, very precise about this. So I think that what I'll do is I'll put in my first water bucket. Right, actually I need to make an infinite water source because I need 3 buckets in order to finish this off. So I'll What do I do? I'll move over here a little bit so I can make myself a source. I think I just heard a zombie become a drowned. Yeah, they're all becoming drowns, which is a mild annoyance, but probably won't actually hamper the farm because it's going to be, they're not going to be drowned for very long. So, one water bucket in. I'll probably seal off this roof area so that the second water bucket doesn't douse me like that. So now I just need to get one water bucket in here. So I think that what I'll do, oh hey, stop. So I think that what I'll do is I'll break this block and then immediately block myself off. So I'll offhand these blocks here, and then I'll dig in through this side so I can make this a water source. Very nice. And now I just need to make the water source right there. As you can see, these zombies aren't actually floating up, and that's because the water tunnel doesn't actually float them up when it's not a full water source thing. Wait, what? How are they still getting stuck? The redstone should be working just perfectly for this, right? Yeah, they are going through. I think that maybe actually the clock is too fast, so I'll probably head to the surface and grab those extra repeaters. I need to slow down the clock a little bit more. I definitely should have kept an easy way to get back into the redstone compartment. Well, since I'm going to be heading to the surface right now, I'm probably going to focus on getting level 30 before I get my pickaxe fully mended. Right, I was going to get looting 3 on my sword right now. Raheem is missing a head and pants. 4. Is Mr. Heen poor? Or did they break? Well, I'll quickly head up, do this. Looting 3 my sword. Hopefully it's something good with looting 3. Sharp 4, looting 3. Exactly what I was looking for. Perfect. So, I guess as like a thank you for allowing me to use this. I'm just going to leave that there. I'm going to grab these bookshelves so it's back down to 19. So, this is 15 minus 4 is 11. And then, well, let me just quickly place this so I don't have to leave these items on the ground. But, so this is 22, and then he had it at 19. So 1, 2, and 3. So this should be exactly how he had left it. Though, of course, the silk axe is a little bit lower. Oh wait, I just realized that this is actually sharp 4, not sharp 5, so it is slightly imperfect, but it's good enough for me. I'll get my sword mending in a second, and I'll see you guys once my tools are fully repaired. You know, I'm thinking that since I usually like having my paths in like around bases partially made out of gravel and partially out of path dirt. And then NSA does only path dirt. But I actually kind of like the idea of knowing who made what in the world. So I think that what could be cool is when I make my paths around the base, I make them with dirt, but I don't update NSA's paths, so that we can have kind of like a mishmash world where everybody's got a little bit of ownership on whatever they built. I believe that should get the farm started again, so you can see now this is considerably slower. So hopefully this should be better for the zombies to get in. I will actually leave the redstone access open this time, just so it's a little bit more convenient to get in and out of. I'll see you guys, if it turns out that something is wrong, then I'll see you guys down here again, but if it turns out everything is good, then I'll see you guys back on the surface. There's 9 potatoes down here. I can't believe how well this farm has been working. Usually my single spawners are considerably less than half the speed of this. I feel like this is working at more than double speed for some reason. Maybe it's something about having the floor lowered? Right, actually, I just remembered there's there's a problem with this, so I'll head back in and try and fix that. I remembered actually that this, I don't know what's up with this, but for some reason this has gotten to be in the wrong state. So like this is supposed to be off right now when nobody's on the tripwire, but it's on while nobody's on the tripwire. So I'll quickly yank some blocks out of the wall, and then I'll head over there and try and fix the bucket part. So this should be off right now. So I'll unbucket this, and then put in the water bucket like here, and that should be fully fixed. So now the mob farm is completely done. Wait, I'm hearing lots of zombies, but I'm not hearing them go through. What's up with the funnel now? Are things working? I think it's just a little bit slow. because of the way that I slowed down the funnel a lot. You can see that the zombies are going through, it's just a little bit slowly. I think this should be fine. Oh wow, I look away for 1 second, there's just a bajillion zombies. I'll sweeping edge these ones. Raheen is sarcasming about my lack of death. Well, finally back with fully done tools, I'll head back to the base, clear out my inventory, and finally we can get back to base building. Feels good to be able to finally take this kelp out of my inventory since I won't be needing it for farm-based stuff anymore. Do I have potion? Here, potion making. Potion making, the netherwork can go in there. That's one odd thing that I have where I like to have a redstone chest, right? But redstone kind of belongs in valuables, kind of belongs in potion making, and kind of belongs in... Wait, so it kind of belongs in redstone, potion making, and valuables all at once, but it ends up making it so that I can't really put the redstone in any one chest. I'm probably gonna keep 5 redstone in the potion chest and then the rest of it in the redstone chest. Jeez, my inventory is so full. I need to get shulkers soon. So, actually, let me go back and look at the previous recording to see what I was doing before I decided to get my pickaxe fixed. Raheen apparently just did the murder eyes. But I checked the last episode. Last episode I did a bunch of map making. So I'm not entirely sure what to do about that because I don't think I'm really in the mood to fill out this entire square right now. I will keep it in my offhand though. But might be a good time to make this part look nicer. Make a real bridge over there where I said I would instead of just a netherrack path. Kind of interesting that somebody made a path exactly where I was going to make that bridge. And I'll probably also make a nicer area to get to the mob farm. So yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm ready to make the path to the mob farm. Oh right, I should totally make signboards so people actually know where things are. Wait, can I type on the back of sign? Oh, I didn't know you could type on both sides of the sign. That's cool. I'm gonna do that, so I'll have north on both sides of this. Again? Why do I spell north nether now? I mean, I do everything based on instinct, which is why I managed to do that same mistake twice, but it's kind of odd. Oh, this is supposed to be one line lower. I think I'm gonna make a secondary signpost right here, make this a little bit wider, because I want to have another sign telling that this is the staircase area, because right now I just have where the people in the mob grinder are. So the sign, the way downwards is through here, so I guess I would want the sign pointing approximately this direction. Anyway, I'll get to making this path right now. I might actually burn this down. This tree is a big annoying one with a bunch of branches, and it's already mostly safe for me to burn this down, so I think I will just do that. Because this one is far away from anything else that's flammable, and this is just a really annoying one to do, so I'll quickly burn this down and see you guys in a sec. Be gone, foul creature. Alright, I'll keep on chopping trees just to make the walkway over to the mob grinder a little bit nicer, but probably going to be another cut here to make sure until I have everything nice and cleared out. I believe that this cave that's right here is fully explored. Right, this is the entrance to a different cave. I remember lighting this up actually a long time ago, so I think I will fully cover this one off too. Probably clear out these trees that are kind of blocking up the entrance of the cave. Ooh, this might actually be another good opportunity for a burn. Kind of overusing the burn today. Oh, I thought that vine was facing the other direction, but like all of the trees on this edge, I don't mind if they burn, and there's like a solid line of no tree in the middle of here, so I think I could use the burn one last time. Enderman, I hear an Enderman. I'd love to kill it, but I don't see it. So I'll clear out this tree and then these little ones down here, and then I'll do one more burn to get rid of all of these things so I can close off that cave. This is a big burn, but since it's close to the edge of an island, I know that they won't spread any farther than I want it to be, and I know that these trees are all things that I want gone too. So this does meet the criteria. It's just lucky that it so happens to be that way. I can chop down these remaining logs myself. So yeah, I'll get to burning. Spread the fire around a little bit because fire does take a little while to get through things. So I'm gonna try and start the burn from as many places as I can. Oh, well, out of flint and steel now, so we'll see how much this burns out. I'm gonna grab myself some dirt and probably a second water bucket too, so I can attend this fire very closely. I'm kind of hoping actually that the burn will spread over to these leaves over here. I might even honestly give them a piece of wood to try and spread through. No, it just completely stopped over here. Well, the burn actually didn't go far enough this time, so I will chop these trees by hand because these are small enough that it's not going to be too annoying to break. So yeah, I'll see you guys once the rest of the trees on this little edge here are cleared out and I've covered up this cave. By the way, I've used what, 2 or 3 controlled burns on this world so far. Please be extremely careful when you're burning trees down. I really don't want to have to deal with a bunch of stumps instead of a forest. I want the world to stay nice looking since I'm going to be here forever. Yeah, this is pretty much, I've basically just committed to this being my forever world. If, like, eventually if the server dies and everybody gets off, what I'll do is I'll just download the world and start playing it as single player instead. So, I'm kind of putting this in writing. I'm putting this in voice that this is going to be my forever world. All right, finally a good time to get back to making that path. So the path is going to be like probably these 3 blocks along here. So I'll just make sure that this actually does have enough space to get down. I'll probably have it edged to the side a little bit. And then this needs to be a lot nicer. So I should probably build a solid staircase down here. Actually, I want to make sure that the staircase is fully in line with the actual water elevator itself because I want to make this look like mostly nice. So this is between 51 and 50. So I'll head back over. But I can already see that it's actually out of alignment because 51 and 50 is along these 2 blocks and the staircase is along these 2, which is a mild nuisance. All right, I guess I'll just make I'll fill in this part of the staircase and then make the staircase on 1 block to the side. Oh, hey, look. The stone exactly follows the staircase here, so I don't have to use any pickaxe. That's kind of really neat. I should probably start bundling away a couple of my... Wait, did I get... No, I didn't get rid of my bundle. I should probably start bundling away a couple items that I don't strictly need right now because I've got quite an inventory management issue going on right here. All right. I guess I'll see you guys once I've put in a little bridge and the stairs here. I gotta make sure that whatever height I make this bridge, it's tall enough that boats can go through here, because this actually leads out to the ocean, so I gotta make sure that there's some good water travel that can happen here. I know that this might be like really frivolous, but I'm actually thinking of moving this entire thing 3 blocks to the right, because I'm sure that we're going to have more infrastructure on the other side of this platform here, where the city area continues to lead on off in this direction. I'm not entirely certain if I want this to be right in the middle of the walkway. But for now, actually, I think I will leave this staircase the way it is, because I'm not entirely certain if I want to make it so I have to move this entire thing over by 1 block. By the way, that bridge is not done, not even close, but the shape of it is in for now. I'm gonna put in another 12 stairs on the underside to make this a little bit smoother looking. So yeah, I'll start getting the wooden guardrails on this bridge here, and I'll see you guys in a sec. I'm not entirely certain how I'm actually going to do this. I know that I want to do something with the logs, but I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with the logs. Maybe I'll just do side logs and then stairs in between them. I think that could be pretty reasonable looking. Like that? Is that fine? That's a bit bulky. I think that what I'll do instead of having a vertical log on the ends, I'll have extra stairs like this, and I'll have these ones be tall just to mark the edges of the bridge. All right, so how's that look? I gotta finish the other side of the bridge before I can fully see how that looks. So I'll quickly mirror that on the other side of this. All right, how's that look? Not bad, not bad at all. I kind of want to move this post 1 block further inland so it's perfectly symmetrical, but I think that this is a decent enough bridge design that I can keep this around. So, log, 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 and then I'll mirror this for the other side. Oh, hello. I guess I'll kill these guys and then I'll mirror the bridge on the other side. I should probably get my shield out, shouldn't I? Hello. Shoot, shoot, stab. Stab, stab, stab. Wait, this is drowned too. Okay, that could be a problem. One nice thing about fighting things in water is actually they can't really hit you all that well when you're swimming around nice and fast like this. Like you can see, I didn't even have to have my shield up like that. When you're underwater, they can't shoot fast enough because they don't shoot ahead of you and the arrows get slowed down greatly. Okay, that's pretty nice. I kind of want to see how much durability is on this crossbow because I like crossbows. Never mind. So yeah, I'll see you guys once the bridge is done. Actually, let me look at this. Maybe I'll have torches on these side ones. I actually kind of like this bridge design. It's growing on me as I look at it more. Yeah, I'm gonna put those torches out here. Eventually, I'll probably swap out all these torches for lanterns, but I am not that rich yet. I should totally add mending 2 and 3 so that you can get like you use less XP to get the same amount of repair, so you can repair things faster at XP grinders. I think that'd be a really neat thing there. Though they should totally make it so mending can actually come out of enchantment tables too. All right, that's actually a very nice bridge. I'm kind of happy with that. So, right, next thing to do was to make a path leading up to the bridge. So well, first thing I'll do is I'll clear out my inventory because that's abysmal. I think that while I'm here, actually, I'll grab some jungle saplings and start planting some 2x2 trees because I'm definitely gonna need more jungle wood soon, so I'm just gonna start planting them out here. I especially like using the woods that you can plant 2x2 trees of, so I guess it's a little bit of a surprise that I haven't gone for a jungle wood base sooner. Though, of course, that bridge that I just made, you can do out of any wood and any stone, really. That wasn't a especially jungle-based design. I'm probably gonna have to come up with something a little more interesting for my main base to actually play to the strengths of jungle wood. I said that way too fancy. I don't actually have any idea what I'm doing when I'm building. I kind of just got lucky there when the bridge design turned out looking very nice. All right. Apparently, creepers can spawn in the mob grinder somehow. I don't know how that happens, but it just went up and then fell down and then died. So I'm pretty sure that the mob grinder should still be safe to use. So I'll quickly, I suppose what I'll do actually is I'll make some extra stairs so I can make this path very nice and neat looking. But first I'll actually get the path, like the main part of the path in. Right. You can't actually put paths on blocks that have tall grass on them, so I'll quickly clear out this tall grass too to make this very nice and even looking. I wonder if you can burn out tall grass. That'd be a convenient thing. Though it'd probably spread like crazy. Well, this is generally how I go about making a path. I just kind of randomly click about until I'm there. And then afterwards, I'll go in and make it nicer looking. So I'm guessing that the stairs down, I'll have one set of stairs here, one set of stairs right here, and then I'll put another path there to make up for the two that I just destroyed. Next set will probably be along here, and then another two right here. Then I'll make another mini staircase down right along this area. All right, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sets of stairs, 14 stairs. I've got 2 extra, so I need to make, wait, where's my extra stairs? Oh, they're probably in the chest, but I'm going to need to make 12 stairs, 3 crafts worth of stairs, 3 times 6, 18, 18 planks. Never mind, I still need 18 planks, never mind, okay. Yeah. Stairs crafted, pop, 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 pop. All right. Oh, right. I'm probably gonna need stairs up here, won't I? No, that's fine. Stairs 1, stairs 2, stairs 3, stairs 4, 5, 6, and all done. Very nice. So, I suppose now I should start neatening out the path here. Try and keep this a little bit less off the rails. I'm also gonna grab out this gravel, because gravel I like to have in my paths. I kind of want to have one here. Yeah, okay. And then, chicken jockey, neat. We don't really have a use for chicken jockeys though, so I'm just assuming Raheem will kill it. And then I'll start putting in a bit of gravel. I suppose if NSA wants to put gravel in his trail, he can, but I'm only going to put gravel in my part of the trail just so we know who made what and that kind of thing. For the gravel, I don't really know how I do it. I kind of just go on instinct, see what looks nice. Sometimes I do take backsies. Just kind of place them in willy-nilly. Yeah. Probably only do one on this section here. Two? I think two would look good. Yeah. You can see here the trail's looking pretty. This is too many. Like that. Oh, I got a flint. Nice. So this is pretty standard trail stuff. Typically, people will use coarse dirt in order to keep the dirt ungrass grown, but I'm not that much of a sweat at building. I'll put in 2 pieces. Actually, I'll put in 3 pieces of gravel here because I haven't had really any major gravel patterns, so I think that's fine. And this will lead all the way down. So yeah, there's the path to the mob grinder done, and then what do I do? I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh wow, my helmet and boots are already getting close to breaking. I should probably get mending on those soon. I completely forgot what I was in the middle of because my mom actually pulled me outside to go on a walk. Alright, I think I remember what I was doing. I'm not entirely sure if this is exactly what I was doing a second ago, but my plan was that I was going to chop some trees down because I needed wood to before I could go back to construction. So I'll see you guys once I've chopped down these 2 tall trees. Wait a minute, what? I think it's the shortest tall tree I've ever. Ow! I think it's the shortest tall tree I've ever seen. That's tiny. Huh, doesn't even have any branches on it. Oh, wait, never mind. I just realized. Trees, they don't like growing near each other. So probably the reason why the second tree grew up so short is because the first tree grew up and the second tree had to grow up underneath one of the branches of the first tree. I had 48 saplings a second ago, so I'm going to try and sit here until I have 48 saplings again, just to make sure I'm not going negative on saplings here. I don't want to accidentally go negative over time and then end up with 0 jungle saplings and be sad. Oh, actually, I think I kind of want to do this tree the way I normally do the tall spruce trees. I haven't done this way in a long time. This is the way I like to do it. This is the method of chopping 2 by 2 trees when you don't have vines on the side. And since the vines on this tree are a bit wonky and inconsistent, I think that this might be a good method to use here. So what you do is you just dig a spiral staircase up to the top of the tree, and then once you are at the top of the tree, you can just dig the spiral staircase on your way down by standing right in the middle and then just turning. Though, of course, once you get to the base, you have to actually chop out the entire layer. But it's quite a fast method. And there's the 48th. All right. Raheem's been using my mob grinder for a little while there. He was AFK a second ago. I'm guessing he was AFK by the mob grinder. Oh! Now is totally a great time for me to move my cabin out of the way, because the cabin's been kind of in the way of this little path here. I think I'd like to remove this so that we have a nicer open area right here. Plus, I'm practically living in that thing anyway. I just use my work bed to sleep instead of having all the way out to the cabin. So I should probably get my animals to follow me. Well, I should figure out where my cabin's going to be moved to first. I could move my cabin to this little corner area right here. I kind of like having NSA's house so open, though, because this house, it's designed for a place that's flat around it, not really crowded. So I think what I'll do is actually I'll move my cabin on top. So I'll put a ladder here and then have this area be where the cabin goes in. Oh, perfect. Both sides are odd, which means that if I go 4 blocks in and then 1 up, and then 6 blocks in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the exact center of the roof of this place. So I can just directly put my 5 by 5 box straight on top of this, and that'll work out. And I need a stair. Oh, I can finally have an. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna grab 1 stair anyway. So this won't be an even number of stairs. I need a jungle door. I'm actually gonna raid somebody else's chest to see if they have an extra jungle door because we make them in 3s. So like this guy used 2, so I'd be willing to bet that he has a 3rd one somewhere. He does, in fact, not have a 3rd jungle door. Okay, I don't know how that happened, but I guess we'll have to raid somebody else's storage for that. Oh man, I have got to gift Raheen a water elevator someday. Oh, he actually labeled them. Wood. Lack of doors. Fine, I'll craft my own doors like a normal person. Don't take my things. I already had a max pick stolen from me. Hi, burglars. I am a burglar. Burglar. Burger. I like burger. I wonder if Raheem should replace his staircase with a ladder. I mean, it's kind of nice because he said that actually this was a 2 by 2 tree that was here when the world first started. So he just made the 2 by 2 tree into a staircase. But I don't know. It's just kind of awkward to get up and down. What do I need? All right. Raheem asked me if I was ever going to make this floor wood, and I asked him which floor, and he never responded. This floor specifically, I do want to keep it grass. I just like the green color. Jungle grass is my favorite color of grass in the game. Right. I actually completely forgot. I went on that whole expedition to try and avoid crafting a door, and now I'm just going to have to craft one. Oh, the reason why I didn't have any extra doors was because I used 2 here and 1 over there. Oh, I could have taken the door off that one. Raheem told me a bit ago in chat that he thinks that there's a pattern. The pattern with the videos of mine that do well are me explaining like complicated things about Clash Royale. which is kind of interesting because I'm not exactly an expert at Clash Royale, you know. I'm like very mid at the game, so I think it's kind of interesting that people see me as good at it, and I immediately lose the parrot. Get on my shoulder. Do it. Do it. It's gonna leave me forever, isn't it? Get on my shoulder. Do it. Okay, there we go. I've shouldered my parrot, and now I will run it over to the cabin. Oh, I forgot. I should not have gotten rid of those. Wait, actually, can I? If I drop a half block, it doesn't leave. Still on me. What about if I go upstairs ladder? Okay, it's still on me. Okay, never mind. So this worked out very nicely, and I can just jump to get it off. I kind of want it to move to the middle a little bit more. Oh, that actually works perfectly. I can and sit it down, move this kind of in the middle. Very nice. Then I'll put my bed on this side, and that'll be the house done. Ooh, I'm gonna have a water source like in this corner. I'm gonna move the water source over here. Whoa, what's this? Oh, interesting. Well, I'm gonna move the water source over to this corner here so that I can actually jump off of my house whenever I want, and for the convenience. New water source acquired, and now I can jump off of my roof whenever I need to. Right, I need my red bed from the old cabin, and then after that I can completely disassemble it. Alright, the cabin has been entirely dismantled now. So this is nice and open. I'm probably gonna like make this path a little bit wider around the corner here so that looks a bit more like a crossroads. One extra thing here. This is the entrance to the big cave and very deep. He and his AFK. And then, right, this is Vicky's do not enter. I'm thinking, right, I was thinking of moving the nether portal down to the bottom, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I did mean to add guardrails on this path, though, so maybe that's a good thing to do right now. Right, I want eggs. Getting turtle eggs is a hassle and a half, so I think I'm going to do that in between episodes instead of doing that on camera, because it's just a real... Wait, what? Why is there a bed here? I'm pretty sure that's not my bed. I think this might be a good time to actually make the bridge across here. So, how long has it been? It's been 2 hours, 16 minutes, but I don't know how long I've been actually recording because of that AFK segment in the middle where I went for a walk. I think I'll just build this bridge and then call it for this episode. So I'm probably going to do it in the same format as last one, but I do want to make it like nice and centered though. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks wide. So I guess this will be a 3-block wide bridge, like along these 3 blocks. Pop, pop, pop. And then I'll quickly... Actually, this netherrack bridge is helpful because I can use this to count how many blocks across this is going to be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 blocks. I'm thinking of going with the same exact design that I did a bit ago with the other bridge. So I'll just get straight on that. No, I'll make this 1 block taller for no apparent reason. Build your holding cell. Fun. I'll just walk on by that like I didn't see it. Alright, I'm gonna need the stone cutter in a second so I can make these into stairs. I'll start by putting in all the things that I can first, though. I know that this is kind of the format that I've been setting up right now, where I've done both of the bridges in this episode in the same exact way, but please feel free to not make bridges in the exact same format. If we make every bridge in the world the exact same way, it's going to get kind of boring eventually, so please make a bridge however you feel. T. Since this bridge is an odd length in the middle part, I'm going to put torches on this top one, and since it's actually longer than the other one, I think I'll do a total of 10 torches for this bridge. Of course, this isn't going to lead straight into this wall here. This is eventually going to be a large clearing all the way along there, and then this will be that will be where my base is, which is another reason why I'm making this bridge right about now. So, yeah, I'll grab this stuff and see you guys in a sec. I'm thinking, remember I said I wanted to move the entire staircase on the other side of the island to a couple blocks to the right. I think I'll also do that off camera because that's, I mean, you've already seen me build it once. There's no reason for me to show it again. with that, I think I will see you guys next time.